So you hop in your car, fire it up, and drop it into drive, only to find it won't budge or shifts like it's dragging a piano. If your automatic transmission isn't shifting gears properly, don't panic just yet. There are a handful of common reasons this could be happening, and most of them are easier to understand than you'd think. Let's walk through it like a team of seasoned mechanics would explain it to a buddy over coffee. But just before we start, please ensure you've subscribed to the channel. Low or dirty transmission fluid. Transmission fluid is the lifeblood of your automatic gearbox. It keeps things cool, lubricated, and pressurized so the gears can shift smoothly. If the fluid's low, dirty, or burnt, your transmission might hesitate, slip, or refuse to shift altogether. Checking the fluid level and condition is a good first step. If it smells burnt or looks dark and gritty, it's time for a change. And if it's low, you might have a leak somewhere that needs attention. Faulty transmission solenoids. Solenoids are like little gatekeepers inside your transmission. They control the flow of fluid to different parts of the gearbox, telling it when to shift and how hard. If one of these solenoids goes bad, your car might get stuck in one gear, shift erratically, or not shift at all. Diagnosing a bad solenoid usually requires a scan tool and a bit of know-how, but it's a common fix that doesn't always mean a full transmission rebuild. Even though automatics don't have a clutch pedal, they still use clutch packs and bands to engage and disengage gears. Over time, these parts wear out, especially if the transmission fluid hasn't been maintained. When they're worn, the transmission might slip, struggle to shift, or feel like it's skipping gears. This kind of wear usually shows up gradually, so if your car's been shifting rough for a while, this could be the reason. The TCM is the brain behind your transmission. It takes signals from sensors and decides when to shift, how fast, and how firm. If the module gets confused or fails, your transmission might go into limp mode, stay stuck in one gear, or refuse to shift altogether. Sometimes a software update can fix it, but other times the module itself needs replacing. Either way, it's a job for someone with a scan tool and a bit of electrical know-how. Modern cars rely on sensors to keep everything running smoothly. Things like the throttle position sensor, vehicle speed sensor, and even the engine coolant temperature sensor can affect how your transmission shifts. If one of these sensors sends bad data, the transmission might get the wrong idea and shift poorly, or not at all. A diagnostic scan can usually pinpoint which sensor is acting up. If you've ruled out fluid, solenoids, sensors, and electronics, you might be dealing with internal damage. Broken gears, stripped splines, or damaged valve bodies can all cause shifting problems. Unfortunately, this is where things get expensive. Internal damage usually means a rebuild or replacement, and it's not something most folks can tackle in their driveway. But knowing the signs early, like grinding noises, slipping, or complete failure, can help you catch it before it gets worse. Sometimes the issue isn't inside the transmission at all. It's in the linkage between your gear selector and the transmission itself. If the cable or linkage is loose, bent, or broken, your car might not be telling the transmission what gear you want. You could be stuck in park, or the gear indicator might not match what the transmission is actually doing. This is usually a mechanical fix and can be sorted out with a visual inspection and a few tools. When your automatic transmission won't shift, it's easy to assume the worst. But more often than not, the problem is something simple: fluid, sensors, or a worn part that's ready for retirement. The key is to catch it early before small issues turn into big ones. If you're comfortable with basic tools and a bit of troubleshooting, you might be able to fix it yourself. And if not, at least you'll walk into the shop with a good idea of what's going on. Remember, your transmission's got a tough job, and like any hard-working part, it needs a little love now and then. Keep the fluid fresh, listen for changes, and don't ignore the warning signs. Your car and your wallet will thank you.